There's a cartoon I've been holding on to for months that we made of Robin's ayahuasca. So funny. It's so great. Tim, I know that we have that, but why don't we put that on Howard TV? It's the funniest fucking thing ever. I'll talk to him about it later.
Yeah, you're yelling. It sounds like you're yelling to the air.
Yeah, I was getting annoyed with him. I'm like, well, why are you sitting with this thing? Let's get it to the audience.
First of all, I went to a retreat in the Sacred Valley.
Is that Peru?
Yeah, and like I said, sleeping on a mattress on the floor.
What are you searching for? What's going on with you anyway? Really?
Well, I told you I had been suffering with some depression lately.
Right, and you thought ayahuasca might be your answer? And you go there and you're like, hello, master. Do you get right away, do you start calling him master?
First, they had me meet a guy who wore a funny hat. And then they say, you know, we have a shaman here who wants to read coca leaves for you.
Oh, God, Robin, what are you doing? What are you doing? He takes a bunch of leaves and throws them up in the air, and, and he goes, oh.
You see how that one turned over? The coca leaves tells me I'm healthy, I'm going to have a long life, and whatever.
Yeah. He knows. You're insane. You flipped your lid.
Okay, now it's time for your ayahuasca ceremony.
Oh, big deal.
And you walk into this room. There are mats.
Are you braless?
No, you have to wear a lot of clothes.
You wear a lot of clothes.
The master is sitting here, and he says, sit across from me, and he throws out some coca leaves and reads the coca leaves. And then he starts talking about la medicina. Now it's time for you to take la medicina.
And look at the master's fingernails. Like he's got these big, long, gross fingernails. And he's in his underwear. Yeah.
And he starts laughing, goes, oh, this is going to be good. And he pours half a cup of this stuff for me. He goes, that's your dose as a first-timer, half a cup. It is the worst tasting stuff you could ever imagine. So as soon as you taste it, you don't want to do anything more. And he's like, no, drink it up, drink it up, drink it up. So I gulp it down. Oh. And then they sit and watch you. 10 minutes later, I'm as sick as a dog. Oh. And I start throwing up.
Oh, my God.
So
are you insane?
Violently.
You're nuts.
That I'm also farting.
Nuts. Yeah.
So now, I'm like, embarrassed as anything, and I'm like, maybe I'm retching so loud they can't hear me farting.
Right.
Because it is just like, yes, it sounds like you just can't stop. It just keeps going and going and going.
This is good. Yeah. And what happens to you?
And, you know, somebody's there massaging my shoulders going, it's going to be okay, it's going to be okay. And then, when you finally get all of this stuff out of you, you lay back down on this mat, and you start to have
vision.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Master's lighting matches because he's going to throw up from your farting.
Then I
what was your
started to see all of the misery of the world.
Oh, wow.
And Howard, I cried probably for about 4 hours.
Oh, my God.
I mean, weeping. And eventually you're seeing the pain of the entire world. And I'm just weeping.
And what's Master doing during this?
Sleeping. Yeah. I can hear him. Like, oh my God. He's snoring.
Yeah. Am I I talking to a new Robin? Because were you renewed after everything else you've done too? Is this a real new you?
Sometimes you need a refresher course.
Is this new? Are you the new Robin?
I am very, very pleasantly surprised that I came home feeling great.
I remember going to baseball games a couple of times with my dad when I was a kid. I remember how scared I was because there were certain guys drinking beer, and I remember my dad wasn't a drinker of alcohol, and I mean rarely he'd have maybe one drink. My mom would make him a Rob Roy, and that was such a disgusting drink.
I don't even know what that is.
I just was so turned off because my mother spent all day trying to get it right for him, and I was like, oh, this is ridiculous. Like it's
agonizing over the Rob Roy.
Oh, and then he would walk in at night, and then he'd take a sip, and he'd go, yes, this is a good one. Like, I was so nervous for her. I saw how much work she put into the Rob Roy, and I was like, oh, this poor woman. Like, sometimes you'd come home and say, it's not that good. And it was like, you could just see the look of pain on her face that the Rob Roy wasn't right. And I was like, what? Fuck this Rob Roy.
Yeah, isn't there more to life?
Yeah, I don't know. There's some sort of chip in me that didn't get formed to be a guy. Like, guys walk in and expect their woman to make a Rob Roy, like my dad, you know, and he was like, but I was empathizing with the woman, like, oh, the poor woman, because I sat at home with my mother all day and listened to her sad stories. So everything seems sad to me and pathetic. My mom would complain that Johnny Carson was a dick because he would pass judgment on comedians. But at the same point, my dad would come home and pass judgment on his Rob Roy.
On a Rob Roy.
So what was she saying?
Well, she knew how hard it was.
Oh, my God. And she labored over this thing. 2 parts vermouth, 1 part of scotch, or whatever. Who the fuck even knows what's in that poison?
And the only person who held her fate in her hand was her husband.
Alexa
It wasn't
Hente.
like she got national applause for the Rob Roy.
No, Alexa Hente, the demanding one, came in. You know, and rightly so. I mean, my dad had put in a long... My dad didn't get home till 7 o'clock at night because we lived in Roosevelt, and Roosevelt's like 2 hours commute from the city. But I think my dad was too cheap to move closer to the city. You know what I mean?
Is Rockville Center any closer? Because when he moved, he didn't move any closer.
No, but he'd tell us his war stories. First I drive to Queens, then we get on the train. I read the paper on the train. It takes for 2 hours. I left, he'd leave work at 5 and get home at 7. And I felt so bad for him, and he was miserable when he came in the door, and Rob Roy, and then he'd pass judgment on it, and then he'd eat, and then he'd run upstairs to take a shit in the whole fucking house. But, because we lived in a tiny house.
And you had like one bathroom or something?
Well, yeah, I mean, they had a little bathroom. It wasn't for me. Why me? And I couldn't go outside even because all my friends moved away and there were only black people who hated me outside the door. So I stayed home.
I was just thinking the other day, we were all raised like veal.
Yeah. Then I stayed
locked in a house.
Yeah, then I stayed home. You too, huh? Then I stayed home with my mom and watched her make that Rob Roy and listened to her talk about a horrible life. I mean, it was so sad.
Maybe that's why you never got that male gene.
What is your problem? You have no problems. My sister and my mother died when we were 9. And then, I mean, it really was a horror story, and I'd be like, oh, I guess
you had your own Holocaust.
Yeah. Oh, Grandma Rose lost her entire family in the Holocaust. I mean, there wasn't one survivor. And she only lived because someone took her in and hit her. What?
Here, I want to give you this. This is the way you make a Rob Roy. I mean, your dad couldn't have a vodka and tonic? This is hard.
Oh, it was a whole... You don't even know, Gary. It was a whole situation. Yeah, 2 ounces blended Scotch whiskey, 3/4 ounce Italian vermouth, 1 dash Agostoro bitters, whatever that is.
Well, would you have to do that?
Agostoro, but yeah. Shake whiskey, vermouth, and bitters well with cracked ice, then strain into a... Oh, yeah, watch my mom do this every day. And strain into a chilled cocktail glass and garnish as you would a Manhattan with a twist of lemon or if you must, a cherry. And then I remember when she was done, it was with him, it was a lemon. She would do the lemon peels perfectly, and then she'd cover it, because she'd make it earlier in the day, she'd cover it with a piece of plastic so that, so that it would hold its... I don't know what it was holding.
Did she put it in a fridge?
Yeah, to chill it.
So, yeah, it chilled.
Oh,
yeah.
my God. And I was just like, this is crazy.
So she was really trying to make your house like the 1950s TV show.
My mom worked really hard. I mean, like, she cooked a full dinner every day. And, like, but I mean, like, went shopping all morning and then cooked. And, I mean, she put so much effort into it.
But she was really trying to be June Cleaver.
Yeah, and I always felt bad because...
the TV crew.
You know, my dad would eat after. We wouldn't wait for my dad because he came home at 7. I wanted to eat my dinner at 4 o'clock.
You still did?
Yeah, I did. My mom would go, we're waiting for your father. Don't eat now. I said, Mom, I'm hungry. I want to eat. All right, you can eat. I'm going to wait for your father. Then 2 seconds later, she'd be watching me. And then she'd sit down and have dinner with me. So my father would come home. He's probably aggravated. None of us ate with him. And he would gobble up this meal that took her hours to make. And then go shit it out.
Ugh.
And then while he was eating, wasn't even enjoying the food because he was busy yelling at me the whole time. Because he'd have a rough day with his partners and stuff, and he'd be like at the table, and he'd go, and then my partner said, and I'd ask a question, and he'd go, shut up! Shut up and learn to listen! If you listen to what your mother and I are saying, you would learn to listen. All right, I'll shut up. I just wanted to have some interaction with you. I mean, you ask stupid questions.
I want you to like me.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him. You don't understand. I'm excited about what you do. My dad had a recording studio.
Yeah.
I would say he had this thing, Ping Pong Records. I was really excited. It was a little record company they set up within the recording studio. My partner. Which partner from Ping Pong? Ping Pong! Why do you even know that name? I hate Ping Pong. He hated Ping Pong because he knew it was a waste of time and they weren't going to make any money with it. And his one partner...
Well, especially with that attitude.
Oh, my God. He was like, Ping Pong! Why do you say Ping Pong? I gave him a Father's Day card, and on the back I wrote Ping Pong Productions. He went berserk on me.
Oh, no.
Ping Pong! That's a schmucky thing to write. That's so stupid. What is one doing ping pong? I don't know. I was just trying to get in your world a little. I was excited. Huh? Shut up! Shut up! Oh, I'll go outside and get beaten by black people, which you don't seem to care about. Motherfucker. If someone put me in a time machine, put me back there, I'd kill myself. I swear to you.
Oh, stop. And you'd miss all this.
I don't care. I couldn't go back. Shut up! Sit down! My mom with those Rob Roys and the Holocaust and everything was so sad. I walk around sad. I wake up in the morning sad. Everything is sad to me. And danger looming. I'm a fucking nightmare. Tommy from Malden. Everyone knows Tommy. Go ahead, Tommy. You're on the air.
Hey now.
Hey now.
I'm coming, Howard. Hey now.
Take your time.
Hey now.
JD called into Pharrell's show. I'm going to miss Pharrell. I didn't listen a lot, but he really knew his sports, and I love sports, but he will be missed.
When did JD call into Pharrell? A lot?
Friday night. No, I saw it on Twitter that 𝗦𝗵cie_𝗿𝗱 of the Cincinnati Reds, that's JD's team, and you should congratulate him because they're going to the playoffs.
Right.
He pitched a no-hitter on Friday night, and he said he was going to call into Pharrell, so I turned it on. And he was as inarticulate as he is on your show.
Was he bad? Why don't we have clips of that? JD calling into Pharrell. What a nice send-off for Pharrell to play that tribute.
Yeah. Pharrell was busting his balls the whole time because he's a Pittsburgh Pirates fan.
Right.
And he was just busting his balls about the Reds.
I don't know. I think JD's been living in New York long enough. He could, get over the whole Reds thing and become a New York fan. I don't like. I know a lot of guys like that.
But they do. I mean, this is the era when you don't have to live in the community of your team.
Yeah.
That's why they have all these national games. The Dallas Cowboys have support all over the country, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Lots of people live in places that they don't pick up the local
You grew up
team.
in Cincinnati, and it was the worst time of your life.
No, it was not the worst time of my life.
Bee. You never got laid. No one was nice to you.
Get out of here. You stop.
But maybe the Reds or somebody gave him a...
I'm a Reds and Bengals fan. I will never be any...
Don't you have any feeling for New York now that you've been living here?
No,
and you've had success?
I hate all New York teams.
Wow. It's fucked up. I should beat you up.
Go ahead, let's go. We'll fight it out.
I wonder if I could beat you up. Are you a good fighter? I think I could take you. If I can't take you, I'm a real pussy.
It's been a while since I've fought, but...
Have you fought?
Not really, no.
I got a wicked right, man.
Listen,
Roosevelt.
I will scrap. I will do whatever it takes.
Right. Do you bite when you fight?
If I have to.
Oh, shit. That's crazy. That's
You could
retard
lose a
fighting.
limb.
I'll do whatever it takes to defend
I'm going to
myself.
bite you.
I'll start flailing.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Howard.
There will be no method to my madness.
I've got
So
that whole...
he's taking you on. He's saying he could win.
I've got that whole karate training.
Hold on. I'm
but
not saying I can win.
I got that whole karate training, but in a real fight, that goes out the window after the first punch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just start grabbing.
I think everybody knows that karate doesn't really work except in the
doesn't.
movies.
Yeah. It only works in the movies because I took karate and it was like, and you do this and then you do this move and then you do that move. And then you get into a real fight. All of a sudden you just grab a guy.
Nobody's coordinating with you when you move.
Yeah, I should take advantage of my long arm reach and stuff, but I don't. I come right in at you. I come right in and I'm up close. That's stupid because I get hurt. Fuck it.
I watch a lot of MMA fights. So
Yeah, that's crap.
I
I'll be able to
think
figure.
weapons are always the way to go.
You know who watches MMA fights? Guys who can't fight. Guys like me. And I'm like, come on, kick his fucking ass.
Yeah,
I'm like,
well, hey.
you big pussy. I can't fight.
Well, you're two MMA watchers.
Yeah. Two of the biggest douchebags watching MMA.
Howard, don't you think that's kind of gay, that MMA?
I know what you mean.
They're rolling around on
Certain poses.
Yeah.
Certain moves.
It is a little
Every
weird.
time I tune into one of those fights, it's two guys laying on top of each other.
For a long time. An inappropriately long time.
And they've got these faces like they're having sex.
Well, I'll tell you what, those guys are some of the greatest fighters in the world, but it is an awkward looking thing with their clothes off and their...
When one guy
And sometimes one guy's face is in the other guy's genitals.
Yeah.
They're 69 all the time.
Yeah. Well, it appears there's 69 going on, ladies and gentlemen.
Not gay.
That'll make me tap out if a guy starts 69ing with me. He's got his balls in my mouth.
Balls in the face, I'm out of there.
Oh, my God. Yeah, but I'm the worst fighter. I don't know. You probably could take me.
Could you scrap like that? Could you roll around on the ground?
I've had people sit on my head. I've had every single I've been in every awkward position there is because growing up I had to fight all the time, always. Was constantly fighting, and I'm not a fighter, but you had to, or else you got laughed out of school. In my school, you had to fight. You didn't have you could not, even if you lost, you fought.
Because that was the scary time when it wound up on the ground. When you were standing, it looked like you had a chance to get away.
Yeah.
But once you're on the ground rolling around, it just looks terrible.
Hey, Howard, did you fight back when the guy took your pants?
He didn't get my pants. He threatened to get them, and I didn't have to fight that guy for some reason.
Good for you.
He was an idle
I thought he
threat.
got them.
He was more of an intimidator. He was part of a street gang, a very well-known street gang, and he said that I wasn't going to live till I passed 14 years old. And I was like, "Whoa, shit! This guy seems pretty wise." He says, "You're just going to get taken out." He goes, "You're a fly on the wall here. You're a sitting duck. You're not even affiliated with a gang." My school was like a prison. You had to have affiliations. And this guy was part of the 5% Nation, and you know that was a pretty heavy-duty organization. And he just said to me, "You're not affiliated. You're a white man.
You're an outsider.
Yeah, you're a white kid.
You don't have any group.
You're a nerdy white kid in a black community." Like he even was like, "What are your parents thinking?" And he goes, "Now give me your pants. I really like them." And I go, "I can't do that." I said, "I'm going to have to fight you because I'm not taking my pants off in English class."
You were like, what was that movie? A Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, that was my life. And then when I go home and my mother tell me how hard her life is, I go, "Look, why don't you open up your eyes and take a fucking look at what's going on with me? You think I'm having a picnic?"
Every day when you go to the shower, it's a nightmare.
Oh, my God. Shower. Everything was like that. I told you, I walk in the locker room, people would start throwing garbage cans over the top. That's why I'm so fucking bitter and angry, and I'm just inside, I'm just a boiling cauldron of anger. I don't want to hear about anybody else's problems because who paid attention to mine? Go fuck off. You couldn't possibly have it that much worse than I did. I'm lucky to be standing.
Do you think you were angrier when you were younger before you went to...
No, all the anger came out as an adult. I wasn't angry. I was a soldier when I was young.
No, I mean,
He
like,
was beaten.
I was my mom's soldier. I wanted to make her proud of me. I was like,
But
oh.
I'm talking about when you got to like Rockville Center and you just sort of disappeared. You didn't
I became what a guy who suffers from post-traumatic stress syndrome. Now, I'm not saying that lightly. I walked around in Rockville Center in a coma. I tried to pretend like I fit in. I was in a town full of white people, and I didn't know how to relate, and I started taking drugs because I couldn't talk in class. I was intimidated by the white people. I felt so alone, so inarticulate, so everyone else seemed to have friends. I felt like a fish out of water. And you know how kids are. I mean, nobody's going to sit there and take pity on me. If anything, I was goofed on. I mean, you know, not even goofed on. I was ignored. I wasn't I wasn't the guy who got goofed. I was just ignored. It was as if I didn't live there.
Well, thank God it happened, because you wouldn't be who you are.
I don't know. I think I could have been better. I'm so fucking damaged inside.
I know, you're pretty good.
I walk around angry. I don't want to walk around angry.
I'm angry, and that never happened to me, so.
Well, you're angry because you sit in the house all day. You got to get out. All right, Tommy, I got to go. Yes, Jerry, you're on the air.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey, just real quick about Tommy from Walden.
Yeah.
The reason he stays on the phone so long with you is because he's jerking off and he needs to finish before he's done. So that's why he stays on the phone so long with you. That's why he asks 50 questions.
You know, people hate Tommy from Walden.
Oh, my God, he's horrible.
I don't hear that he's horrible. He gets on. He's got a couple of topics he wants to talk about. I don't understand why people hate him. But
that's why, because he asks a ton of questions.
Is that bad? But what if he's having an interesting dialogue with me and he's joining in? I mean, I don't get. There's such hate. I am getting so much hate mail because I don't like Gary's new television show. On, I mean, it's unbelievable. Oh my God, Robin! I've never gotten more hate mail over a topic.
But are they watching Gary's new show?
No, it's horrible. And what I did was I tried to improve Gary's show. I found a way to improve Gary's show if he insists on reading his reviews of tech equipment. I can slow it down.
The tech product I want to talk to you about this week
But this is my worst nightmare.
called Apple TV. Now, I think Apple TV is a very misunderstood.
Apple TV is a very misunderstood. Thank God Gary's around to explain it to us, because we don't understand it.
Yeah, who's misunderstanding it?
I don't think tech guys are misunderstanding it. I heard the big thing is Gary's next show he's bringing on John Hein as a guest.
Is he?
Which makes sense because when Gary's around John, he talks like a normal guy.
Right. He can have a conversation.
Right. And by the way, Gary's show's only going to get better for my guidance. So stop sending me hate mail.
Even though everybody's hating on you, you're making Gary better.
I guarantee you the next show, he's bringing in John Hine. I know it's going to be better. I can't wait to see the new and improved Gary show.
Product. But if you own an iPad or an iPhone or any kind of Apple product, to me, this is a must-own product. It's a way to integrate all your stuff and bring it up on the big screen.
Shoot me now.
He sounds like one of my professors.
It's like Professor Gary. Today we'll read from the book. What's up?
No, it's getting better.
I know it is, and I helped you, and you can thank me for that.
I thank you.
You're welcome. I know I gave you some tough love, but it is love. I know you don't think it is, but
It's not.
It is. I love you. You should see. I ignore the people I don't love.
JD, while talking with Howard, the hypothetical fight between the two of you came up.
Yes.
Do you think you could take Howard?
I don't know.
He thinks he can take you.
Oh, I'm sure. Listen, my self-esteem wouldn't allow me to say I could take someone. I wouldn't go down easily, though. Maybe I would. I don't know.
You've got a lot of heart.
Try.
In many ways, Howard sees a bit of himself in your eyes. I think that's how you guys originally bonded before he realized that you were a good worker. I think he saw a little bit of himself in you.
Okay.
Have you ever had any situations growing up similar to what he described about getting your ass kicked and just feeling completely
No, I managed to avoid all fights. I just didn't talk to people hardly at all.
So you're just a non-threat. It wasn't like
you know what? I had friends that were sort of popular, and I had friends that weren't popular at all. So I was sort of in a middle ground.
You were Switzerland.
I suppose.
This conversation all started, talking about how you made the move from the Cincinnati area to where you are right now, and how you still have a lot of pride.
Well, I moved from Ohio to Florida, and Florida to here.
Right, so, but you're
to get the timeline correct.
Okay, chronologically speaking, yes. But you still have ties and love for the Cincinnati area with your sports teams and all that. Mm-hmm. But would you consider this the best era of your life since you've made the move to New York?
I suppose. I've had more fun than I've had ever, so yeah. This is not fun though. This is pretty much a low point right now.
Is this some of the pain and
yes,
tragedy?
It is. Get that camera any fucking closer to me. Get out of here, will you?
All right, let me get back to the show and Robin and the news.
Well, they say that you can keep an eye on President Obama and Mitt Romney during the debate to tell who will win the election. A body language expert says the candidate who blinks more during the debate has lost every election but one since 1980. That's Boston College professor Joseph Teach, who bases his theory on the relationship between eye movement and emotional state. He says stress and other unpleasant feelings cause people to blink more often.
There's a guy studying that? Like, who would even think to study? Like,
and
what a waste of a life.
guess who the one exception was?
Bill Clinton.
Reagan.
George W. Bush blinked more than Al Gore.
That was a blinky bastard. I got to tell you, if I was running, I'd do a Clockwork Orange kind of thing, man. I just keep those eyes open with a big prong. But that's absurd. That somebody would sit there, like somebody sat down and said, I'm going to study how many times somebody blinks in a presidential debate, and then I'll determine who's going to win.
Yeah.
Like, you got to have a lot of free time for that.
Or, this is the age of television and the computer. You can get all these things and you can get them done without human effort. President Obama's strong showing among likely women voters is driving his 4-point national lead over Republican presidential nominee Mitt Romney in a poll out today. So women are pretty turned off by that Republican platform.
You mean you think the guy didn't sit there and count each blink? You think he had a computer do it?
Absolutely.
I don't. I think he had to do it the old-fashioned way. Count every single blink. We need to interview him.
The 𝗦𝗵cie survey of likely voters shows Obama leading Romney 49% to 45%. The poll shows women favoring the president 56% to 38%. So the president is leading with women.
You know who blinks a lot? That guy's wife who did the study about blinking. She's like, I can't believe I married you. And she's just blinking away.
He likes blinkers.
Today on the 𝗦𝗫𝗿𝗍 show, they call me Baba Booey, a machine that counts the amount of times you blink.
It's called Blinkos.
Blinkos. It's like Sonos, but Blinkos.
It's for your eyes.
It's very misunderstood.
A very misunderstood thing. Apple TV.
But once you understand it, you'll understand it.
Is Apple TV very misunderstood?
According to Gary.
Misunderstood.
And now, does he write his own copy, or do they write that shit for him?
Oh, I think these are supposed to be his opinions.
And now a very misunderstood thing. Oh, you write it. Where is that? I want to listen to Gary's show. I love Gary's show. I decided I'm wrong. I don't want him to change a thing about it. I don't want him getting more comfortable. Where's Gary's show?
JD's putting it up.
Today's show is about Sonos or Apple TV, a very misunderstood product. I got to figure in some way I'm helping Gary.
You're just figuring it? You argued that for 2 days. You're just figuring it.
I love it now. I want it slowed down.
The tech product I want to talk to you about this week is called Apple TV. Now, I think Apple TV is a very misunderstood product, but if you own an iPad or an iPhone...
No, I'm not missing a word. You know? What?
You're literally hanging.
His regular show's JD1 in orange.
JD1. Let's just listen to a little, Robin. It's so much fun. You want to hear about Sonos? You want to hear about Pink Floyd CD packages, or...
Ooh, that's new.
Or DVRs. I bet you the DVR one is exceptionally boring.
Yeah.
When my kids were younger and I told them bedtime stories, I would often tell the story of a place long ago where you actually had to get up and go over...
Actually had to get up.
And go where?
I don't know. Oh, my God.
I mean, if you're not going to let a thought finish,
hey, come on. Let me have fun. Let me have fun. Why do you have to interrupt? Don't interrupt.
That's what I'm doing now. I'm interrupting your broadcast.
I know, but I want to have fun with it.
Story.
Oh, absolutely.
The TV to physically change the channel, and how there were only 6 channels. I'm not including PBS. My son...
What's he talking about?
The world before remotes.
Oh, I'm not including PBS. Why not? Why is he not including PBS?
I don't know why PBS doesn't get counted.
Nobody watched it when we were kids.
Yeah, but we had it.
Nobody watched it.
Don't interrupt. We want to try and figure out what you're talking
Then why
about.
mention it?
It existed, Robin.
I don't want to be accused of false.
Then I would say there were 6 channels. People go, no, there weren't. There were 7.
Well, then say 7.
Would look at me in amazement.
He has nothing to talk about, Robin. He's trying to drag it out.
I did say 7.
Let's start over again. Let's see how long we can go without interrupting. Maybe Gary's right.
When my kids were younger and I told them bedtime stories, I would often tell the story of a place long ago where you actually had to get up and go over to the TV to physically change the channel, and how there were only 6 channels. I'm not including PBS.
Why didn't he include PBS?
Oh, don't even get into it. We just went through that. But also, why is he making up stories about no remote controls for his children?
I don't know.
As a bedtime story.
Because we didn't have, when you were a kid, did you have a remote control?
Kids, I want you to know.
Answer the question.
Kids, I want you to know everything about Daddy.
Hold on, Robin asked a question. When you were younger, did you have a remote control?
They're perfectly good bedtime stories, Gary.
No, I like to tell the kids
Robin, now
before
you have to shift gears to be a dick.
Before the kids go to sleep, I like to tell them about my life, and you need to.
Once upon a time, there used to be a thing on the porch called a milk box. Now, the milkman would come, and he would put milk in the milk box. And when the
My
empty
son would look
bottle
at me in
was
amazement
empty,
and say, only 6? Well, television has come a long way. Now there are hundreds of channels with tons of great shows. So many channels and shows, it's hard to keep up. And that's where the DVR comes in.
Oh.
From humble origins, my first TiVo.
From humble origins.
Now, when does he use the word humble?
It's humble origins. From humble origins. Wow, we. Oh,
tomorrow I'm getting.
No, this isn't fun.
When Robin was on CBS Sunday Morning, we'll see if she uses every word correctly.
Is there a way to turn off his mic for me?
No.
Oh my God! We're trying to have some fun. Can you leave? Don't you have producing to do?
My fun is not your fun.
Yeah, but I'm interested in my fun, and the audience likes my fun. It's not fun, Robin. He's interrupting it. So much fun analyzing him. Oh,
and your kids accepted these as bedtime stories?
Do me a favor. Go tell the interns a bedtime story while Robin and I talk like adults.
Robin's going to ask me a question. The answer is yes. I would actually goof around and tell them the story, and they thought it was funny.
Here's an interesting story, kids, about what it was like for Daddy to grow up without his remote control. And now we have Sonos and misunderstood Apple TV. What was the phrase he used?
Humble origin.
I told them about Dad's humble origins of not
It's not Dad's humble origins. It's the DVRs.
The DVR's humble origins.
and I was like Lincoln because we did not have a remote.
It's a single tuner with very limited space.
Tuna? I love tuna.
To keep recorded programs. The DVRs of today can often be the most powerful piece of technology in your living room.
Oh, my God, what a show.
TiVo recently released a box that has 4 tuners. That's right. You can record 4 shows at once.
Oh.
I have 7 TiVos in my house, but each one only...
I have no laugh.
Bragging.
I have 7 TiVos.
There used to be 7 channels. Now I have 7 TiVos.
Of course, I should say all of them record all the channels, including PBS, but I didn't say PBS, and one of them is Mary's DVR, but technically it is my DVR.
Imagine the bedtime stories you children would be able to tell your children.
Wouldn't Gary's show be a lot funnier if he was in a chicken outfit sticking eggs up his ass? Wouldn't you like that better? Daddy's a chicken. Imagine all these guys with secret lives and they're secretly chickens shoving eggs up their ass and they got kids.
Yeah, that's your dad.
Poor Daddy had to watch Teen Anal on a VCR. There was no escaping Mommy. I heard a lot of guys on Wall Street when they go to their dominatrix, they like to put Gary's show on as a form of torture.
only has 2 tuners.
2 tuners.
Not to be outdone, Dish Network is boasting a box that automatically records all 4 networks.
Automatically records. Accords. Oh, when he reads, he has such difficulty. And how does he think this is interesting? Because
It's really weird. The thing I'm talking about right now is the product you asked me about last week during the commercial. It must be boring as shit.
No, because you talk during the commercial, you don't
just
read.
Said, why would anybody think it's interesting, meaning the specific product?
The way you're reading.
Oh, you didn't say that. Be fair.
Oh, my God in heaven. Can you fucking go away? You motherfucker.
Everybody, when you fuck with everybody, everyone gets a chance.
No, it's just you're sucking the life out of our fun. We love talking about you, not talking to you. We know you're the greatest.
It's just that you can hear us. You shouldn't be able to talk back.
Robin, watch the monitor when we're playing his clips. Gary just gazes off because he loves the sound of his own voice. He thinks he thinks this is a great show.
The fucking monitor, Jesus Christ!
No, you love it. You love hearing your show.
Oh my God, you're becoming a liar now.
No, I see you. You're like,
you see me? You don't
it's
see
really
what I'm
good.
looking at.
I love when I read.
You don't see what I'm looking at.
I see what you're doing.
Don't.
No, I do. I see what you're up to. I watch you. Watch his face when we're playing the clip.
All right.
He loves it.
So prime time in HD and saves them for up to 8.
Oh, now he's aware of it. All right.
Yeah,
anyway, any other news, Robin?
Yes. I don't know why, but maybe Gary can tell us. People are just saying television is horrible for kids.
Well, a lot of people are saying that, and now there's a brand new device created to keep your children from watching certain shows.
It's a jamming device called 𝗦𝗵cie.
𝗦𝗵cie. It's a product put out by the same people who put out Sonos.
It's a remote control device
that is very misunderstood.
That came from humble beginnings.
It's a device that came from humble beginnings that is misunderstood?
That's right.
Oh, I wrote that myself. You know what's funny? Gary's bringing John on the show so that, to make the show better. But meanwhile, John's going to be so good on it, they're going to fire Gary and make Gary look bad. Yeah. They'll be like, hey, John, why don't you just take over this show?
They say that even when nobody's watching the TV, you shouldn't have the TV on.
That's right.
Because even the background television can cause your child problems.
When the boys were little, Mary and I would monitor what they watched on TV and on the computer. We used a very, very good device that would help us to monitor the boys' computers so they wouldn't know. Do you know the name of it?
No.
Gary, what is it?
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
That's what it's called.
Go fuck yours.
Go fuck. Fuck Onos. Fuckos. It's made by the same people who make Sonos and Bonos.
Banana Fana Phonos.
Mary and I were able to monitor the boys of every move with using fuckos.
And I have to say, it's the single greatest reason why I'm happy to be at Sirius.
Dr. Ellen Rome, a pediatrician at the Cleveland Clinic Children's Hospital, says kids under the age of 2 should have no screen time and has recommended or recommendations for older kids, 1-8.
That's right, Robin.
This show is not for kids under 2.
Gary.
Yes.
This conversation doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon. What's going to be your tactic moving forward?
I was surprised that he was mad that I responded because I thought he likes when I get pissed off. And then he's like, hey man, you're ruining it. I'm like, I thought the whole point was to piss me off.
Right, it's like teasing your sibling or the girl on the bus trying to get a reaction out of it.
And then he just wants to goof on me without me arguing, and I was that's sort of shocking. Because...
I'm sorry, how long has this show been going on for before Howard started to play the clips? I mean, how long have you been taping this for?
About 4 weeks.
So did you see this coming down the pike, or you thought he was just going to blow past it?
I thought that he would either be bored by it, because I don't think it's geared to him, or he would goof on it. But I didn't think he would goof on it to this magnitude.
It's sort of a crossover. He's bored by it and goofing on it because he's bored by it.
Well, if we were bored by it, he would not be talking about it. But it's probably better for him to be talking about it than to be ignoring it.
Okay, so now...
And he was right. On some level, he is helping me. I went to look the other day. I'll just give you a perfect example. Here, come on over here a second.
Okay.
So, when I went to look at it the other day, and I think each of my shows had like 3,000 views.
Uh-huh.
So if I go to it now, I go to video, and I go to the... Wait a second.
Hey, call.
So now you can see my first show has almost 30,000 views. My second show has 14,000. Third show has 16,000. The current show has over 20,000. So yes, he's helped me. There's no doubt. I thank you for that, Howard.
So that sort of speaks to the fact that any press is good. Bad press is still good press type of thing.
Again,
publicity.
I keep saying people who watch it say, yeah, you need a little work on this, a little work on that, but I like what you're saying.
Will he be in your head going forward with these tapings? Are you going to hear, hear your own words coming out of your mouth?
I have a pretty good idea. My own words are coming out of my mouth no matter what. I'm not, I'm listening to what he said, but it's not like he's putting words in my mouth.
Are you fearful that your good friend John Hine will be brought into the ripping if he isn't strong enough in the tapings?
No, the segment John and I are doing is short and easy.
oh, school. I go, Mary, what did you do today? She said, oh, I went to the gym and I did this and I did that. And
I do ask the
Jack
questions.
says who was on the show, and that's what you do at dinner, I think.
We do that at dinner. I do ask the questions, but there's really after being with somebody for close to 20 years, it's pretty much the same monotonous routine. So I always ask, and we certainly share a lot of things together, and we talk about our friends and things that are going on. But I mean,
so the question is, could you pull off a Ponzi scheme with your wife not knowing about it?
No, I couldn't. Not with her. No, she's well aware of my schedule. She does. She puts my schedule together as far as the
well. In this case, it wasn't Bernie Madoff's schedule. He had a regular schedule. It's just what he was doing while he was there.
That's right.
I certainly couldn't pull it off. No. We're certainly in tune and in touch with each other as far as I know.
Hey, Ronnie, I see you over there. Are you doing Good Day LA or what?
I don't know.
Where did this come from?
Fan Network.
What do you mean? A guy tweeted that, hey, Ronnie should do
this
Good
guy
Day
runs
LA?
a thing called Fan Network, all promotion about Ronnie Mund.
What does that mean, though? It's like a website?
On Twitter.
Is this officially sanctioned by you, or
I don't give? Hey, listen, I don't give a shit what he does. He puts shit up all. No, what are you talking about? Money? What do you? Right away, everything's money with you. What are you?
The funny thing is,
about?
when Ronnie says he doesn't give a shit, in his world that is officially sanctioned.
Are you okay with it though?
It's so stupid.
That's
some
cool.
of the stuff
Do
he
you
puts up
follow it?
though. Well, it's on my page, so I see it.
Well, what are some of the other things you
some
think
of
she should do?
Like, here's some of the, like, I could get on there right now probably, because I'm sure he heard that, he was mentioned on the show. There'll be like 10 in a row.
Of what?
Hey, Leonardo DiCaprio, put Ronnie Mund in your next movie. Hey, Donald Trump, make Ronnie Mund the judge at the Miss America pageant.
all right? So he's spreading the word.
Hey, NASCAR. You make Ronnie a grand marshal at your next race, shit like that.
So he said, "Hey, Jillian, put Ronnie on."
Right.
So in other words, you're not booked at all.
Pretty much booked.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm not booked.
But you are booked to walk the red carpet.
Oh, that's got nothing to do with him.
And what is that? You're walking the red carpet for Fox, you said?
Yeah, for UFC, the launch of UFC on Fox, November 12th.
And they're flying you first class?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's cool.
Is it because like you have another thing coming up?
Yeah, I got
or
something. I have something going on with them, and the guy who's putting the UFC thing together is also the guy who's
part of
putting
that
my
thing.
thing.
This is cool. Like, this is like a soft launch of Ronnie.
Yeah.
Like Ronnie's coming here, but not promoting anything, but just people get to know Ronnie for when he's got his big gig.
Need to be seen on the red
Right.
carpet. So what's your plan?
As far as what?
You're just going to stroll down? You got to have
down?
You got to have a game plan going in.
What kind of game plan? I just walk and do the usual me.
Gary, you're a red carpet veteran. What advice can you give Ronnie?
Give me some advice.
Usually when you're on the red carpet, usually they're asking about the show, so just be ready for questions. I always try to figure out how I'm going to handle anything I don't want to talk about.
I'll
tell him to fuck
Like
off.
when Howard's contract was up, but I went to the McCartney
I was
thing.
going to say, your plan for the red carpet is to tell him to fuck off?
Well, if I don't like what they're asking me, no, I won't say it. No, I'm only kidding.
Well, that's got to be exciting getting flown out to L.A., walking the red carpet.
Yeah, it's exciting. I'm all hyped up about it.
Are you bringing your girlfriend?
No, she can't go. She's got to work.
Don't you think? I can't see Jillian not having him. I know there are two other people and others in the decision-making process.
Oh, then he put up one also that I should be on Jimmy Kimmel. Hey Jimmy, he's coming out to L.A. You should put him on the show.
Jimmy could probably work you into a bit, but I don't think he could book you as a guest. Yeah. I think that, believe it or not, Good Day LA, they have like authors and actors on, and I know Jillian could do 8 minutes with Ronnie in her sleep, but I don't know if she could talk the rest of the people, the producers, into putting you on.
Right. Yeah. Hey,
you got any other plans while you're out there?
I'm going to see some friends. Because mostly I got just one thing going on, and then the UFC thing. So I'm getting out there on Thursday, so I'll have some free time and see some friends out there.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey, it's Gary 𝗏𝗏𝗏. On Tuesday's wrap-up show, we talked to Benji, because Benji brought in his new friend, this girl that he's in love with, that wanted to perform. So we talked about how wacky Benji was acting. He couldn't eat breakfast. He hung around all day doing her sound check. Then we all tried to give him advice, and JD even stepped in to give him advice on how not to be a friend to a girl. Here's what happened.
We've got plenty to talk about. Elisa Jordana, we got to finally meet after a lot of hype from Benji. And there's very strong reaction. Some people feel that she's using him. Some people feel that Benji knows this and doesn't care. And everyone thinks he's holding out the banger, except Benji, who says that that's not necessarily the case. But, Gary, it's pretty obvious that that is the case, don't you think? He's just smitten. I mean,
he doesn't see it. And we've all been in that position. But he's like, no. Even if, she never sleeps with me, this is somebody I could be around with the rest of my life. But I think we all sort of know in a year she'll be gone. She'll be with the chick he brought to the Christmas party, wherever she ended up. That is who's the greatest person ever and really a sweet girl, and we're going to be friends forever.
But will they remain friends? And I asked that because Marianne, who's been calling in all the time lately, his friend Marianne, they're still friends, and Benji's kind of went through this period with her.
I like that Marianne calls in, by the way, because we get nothing out of Benji. So she tells us what's going on, and I love when
Booker in the cat suit.
Yeah, well, not only that was funny too, but even like saying how Benji used to always talk to her, Benji wanted to have sex with her, which of course we know because we're men.
Now, and Will, maybe you should come down to talk about this, or Jason. How crazed was Benji leading up to this?
Oh my God!
Appearance.
Oh, here's a good one. Doug comes to me, Doug Goodstein from TV, and he says, we order Benji's breakfast every morning. He's never missed breakfast ever. He didn't come in until after she was done to get his breakfast because he was too nervous to eat.
I know Will said that he had sent some notes about her, which makes sense doing the research, but he was
sending out yesterday. He sent out a whole bunch of links to her songs and videos.
Got that. Then he was hanging around here doing her sound check. Then he was walking her around the station. Went on Jenny Hutt show to promote that she was going to be on this show, which, again, I said, I don't know whether Jenny Hutt has, 5 listeners or 5 million. It doesn't matter. He got to throw her in front of a microphone, and that looks really important.
Is the payoff going to be there, though, for him? He got her. He did all that. He got her on Howard's show. She got to play a couple of songs. The interview went well. Will he close?
The thing is, I've been down this road a couple of times, and I'd say, mostly it doesn't work, but every once in a while, you get somebody on an off night, they're vulnerable and maybe had a little bit to drink, and they get to the sort of like, you're a good guy, maybe.
You're saying a fuck of convenience?
Well, they give it a try because they really do like you as a person. And then it's just ugly for everybody. It's just they realize they don't like you. Now they fucked you. How do they get out of your life? It's uncomfortable for all involved.
Now, Will Murray, I saw you trying to research this guest yesterday, and Benji wouldn't leave your side, it seemed, like all afternoon.
I know. Typical Benji. Typical Benji is the one time you actually want to talk to him, he's not here, right?
Oh, I know. We're waiting for him.
Yeah, he's just, he was a pain in the ass with the notes. He had to constantly look over my shoulder and make sure everything was explained the way he wanted it. He was very worried about how she'd be perceived on the show and actually how he would be perceived on the show.
What do you mean by how he would be perceived?
Well, the whole ambient story that she told a little bit today, he didn't want that to seem like he was some kind of like
date
raper. Yeah, which I think he is a little bit.
So she was going out on the dates, and he was just tagging along, right? With the
Ambien and then feeding her drugs before the date as well.
And by the way, Robin brought this up. She said that was like what Nixon used to do. When Nixon met his wife, who wasn't his wife, he met her in college, and he was madly in love with her the way Benji is. And so he used to chauffeur her on her dates, like drive her to her dates, and just figured he'd hang around. Again, this is the whole Al Roker thing. But to me, the vision of Benji 3 tables away on her date is super creepy.
Yeah, the whole thing was bizarre.
Passing out, by the way.
And her too.
Yeah,
because she'd been drugged.
Again, I think we kind of flew past that. I know she's an adult and Benji didn't force anything on her, but the fact that he was recommending she take drugs either before her date or before her appearance on the show is so creepy. And who had the Ambien was just lying around. Like, I don't know. To me, that was a fascinating part of the story. But clearly, they're both crazy, and that's why you can make fun of Benji all you want. But a girl that would let Benji sit 3 tables away while she's on the date is equally as crazy as Benji is for doing it. So I don't know what is going on over there.
So you don't think she's just a happy, fun-loving spirit, and they connected, and they're Skyping, and
there was nothing fun-loving that came off. I mean, she was great. Though I'm not putting her down. She was good on the show, and she was a performer. But no, she didn't come off like a happy, fun-loving person to me at all.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like a traveling party.
Yeah. She seemed kind of like a downer, to be honest.
And and I wouldn't exactly describe her as asexual either.
No.
especially
She's
after
very
hearing some of those
sexual.
stories.
No, she's very. I mean, but another one of her great lines today was when I told the story about how she went to Rick's, and Ronnie said that she'd been at Rick's a bunch of times, and she goes, "Oh yeah, they have great lobster. Like you can't get lobster anywhere else in New York City but Rick's."
Hi, Benj.
And by the way, have you ever had bad lobster?
Exactly.
It's lobster.
By the way, for everyone, we are fully in the vortex. But I think it
we
makes
started
sense
without you
to go
That's
there.
okay. I don't mind. No
How did you feel
That's
after?
what he wants.
So she finally came in. We all got to meet her. She got to perform. But I thought I heard you say you felt a little sad after this was all over today.
Yeah, I go back and forth on it. You know, on because like I said on the show, sometimes it's just so much fun to be around her, and sometimes it does get a little sad. So
there was a lot going on.
Plus, I was really tired. Like we didn't get a lot.
But
of sleep
also,
last night.
I mean, to be a little mean, like you might have felt sad because you've now gone to the pinnacle of where she can use you. Meaning you. I mean, where do you go from here?
No, I listen. It's been the same way for weeks, and
No, but this was sort of a build-up. I understand where Jason's coming. Like this was a big thing. Like this was the kind of thing where you'd hope after you get on, maybe even not today, maybe tonight. Yeah. She goes, "Wow,
I don't have
this doesn't get you laid."
I don't have any fantasy of that happening now. I listen. I'm fat now. If I met a girl as heavy as me, but had as good looking face as me, I would say, look, you got to lose weight.
Do you think if you lost that weight, like you're saying, and you're in your ideal shape, do you think that would make a difference? Because it sounded to me like today, it's not going to happen with her.
All right. Well, I actually tweeted this recently. The great thing about being fat is you always have hope.
But do you
think
it's
I lose all the weight and there's this?
But do you think it's only a weight thing? That's the only thing between you and her?
I think no. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't.
Howard asked point blank, "Would you bang Benji?"
Right.
And she didn't say no,
right.
But she gave the if there was a nuclear war kind of like she was giving the excuses.
She gave the being nice answer.
Do you think that would really work?
Well, it seemed like you got the sort of not that good looking but a great personality.
No, I know.
Rap.
Like I knew when I pitched that as a hey, to have her on. I was just talking to Greg about this. Like, there's three things going on. One, did I want to get her on the show and like help my friend out and impress her? Absolutely. Did I want to get her music out there? But I thought the premise of is she saying she's asexual? I knew she might have been just being nice to me, or I thought it was interesting either way.
No,
if she's really asexual, that's interesting.
No, what you really wanted to do was smoke out the truth.
Well,
seriously, I know. I mean,
maybe
you wanted to get put her on the spot to get to the truth to say, is she asexual or is she just not interested in you?
No, but I thought either way it makes it a real interesting
to you, especially.
Yeah. But it started to come out in the last couple weeks anyway.
So do you look at her any differently after today?
I'm very impressed by her because I know she's as great as a performer she is, as talented as she is. She's hardly done any like solo radio on herself. Well, solo is herself, but like, and I know she was incredibly nervous. Like I know she's incredibly good, but was also incredibly nervous. So I'm really impressed by her, overcoming her fears and like doing that.
That was another thing that I found really, really interesting. Right from when you pitched her at the meeting, I think she's very talented. But we've had many talented people cross through here.
Right.
I've never seen you so like into it. And like first of all, even when she was playing today, you didn't even know the TV show was doing cutaway shots of you like bopping and so.
I really do like her music. So
I think you really like her.
We could tell.
Oh, I do. I really like her too, but I really like her music also.
JD, what advice would you have for Benji?
I was also bopping like when Lady Gaga was in.
Not like this.
I don't know. I don't even know. Like if he's okay with them being just friends, then I'll let him do his thing, whatever.
But it seems like he wants to.
Hold on, but if he's looking, if he even thinks he's dreaming of a little something more, I think he should just stop.
Well, no,
because you're really hurting yourself.
I get that, and like you said, like I don't think she will meet someone better than me. I don't think that she'll meet someone better than me.
I had this conversation. With him during the break.
I don't mean better than. I'm saying that will make her happy.
She won't meet.
That she'll be happy. Like have a better emotional.
She won't meet somebody.
But maybe I'm wrong.
Then why isn't she saying, Benji? You know what? You're the love of my life. We should be together forever, always.
Because I'll never find anything better.
Because she's not at that point, and it might not happen. I agree that, and I might. Like I've said repeatedly, I might say, you know what? It does hurt me too much to see someone I really like this way, but. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
I gotta say,
what happens.
I really like the angle you were taking for getting her drugged up and then moving forward. So I would suggest, unlike JD, is either get more or better drugs.
All right.
Where do you think this will? Like, it's a year from now. Will you be friends? Will we have not heard of her for 6 months? Where do you think it'll all be?
I don't know. I could see like I don't know. She's the kind of person I could see. If it doesn't work out, like maybe I like her. I like her a lot. So maybe it's someone I want all my life, and so I don't know.
JD, you've been the friend victim, right? With some chicks.
Yeah, like,
have you remained
sort of recently? And you have to just. It took a little while, but you have to cut the cord,
but if people,
because it'll kill you.
But JD,
like I went through some major anxiety over someone, and it's just like, ugh. It wasn't even worth it.
But when people were telling you, you know what, it ain't gonna happen. It's time to move on. You wouldn't listen.
Kinda. There were always the thoughts of maybe there's a chance, but then
JD, first of all, I think every guy's gone through this, and I'm assuming you're talking about. I can't remember. It started with A. Ash.
No.
It was
someone you
else?
don't even know.
Okay,
Ashley
right,
Madison.
Cool. You know her? Yeah. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you were about to say something.
But have you ever had this with somebody and remained friends with them?
Not really. No. Once a girl isn't into me, attracted to me or whatever, it's hard. Why are you laughing? It's hard for me to be just friends with them. You know what I mean?
Same here. It's not. Or sometimes it is, and sometimes it's not.
Aren't you worried about if something does happen romantically, it's going to destroy everything you built? In terms
what do you mean?
Because you could be
us if we get together romantically.
It's like a bad John Hughes movie, but you could be friends with them for a very long time. Then that moment happens. Then all of a sudden, it just didn't live up to expectations.
That's possible. I mean, but I'm not looking for a guarantee.
I was back there in the newsroom, John, and Al, who's editing up the news stories today for us, told me an interesting story that when Benji did the hurricane show, where he was doing a 1-hour show during Hurricane Irene, I think, he had asked Al to upload 20 songs of this girl into Profit to play throughout the show.
She was gonna be one of the people I interviewed. They said they couldn't get her on the phone.
Now, so Al sat there and had to upload 20 songs.
Well, they asked me, they said, give us every single thing you want to upload that could possibly be, because they also told me when I did the Hurricane show, it could be all night.
So you skipped the Billy Joel anthology.
No, I also had several Daniel Johnston songs. I tried to get a Kenny Roby song about a hurricane.
Another guy won't bang him.
Yeah. Well, don't say that so quickly. Don't say that so quickly.
Hey, Benji, one question real quick. At your peak, do you think you like Marianne more than you like, what's her name now, Elisa?
It's so hard to... Nah, I don't think so.
Does it bum you out that...
I do love Marianne.
Does it bum you out that Marianne calls in?
Yeah, it pissed me off. I mean, I love her, and Marianne is one of my closest friends, and we're one of my best friends. But I don't like this, I don't like... It's you don't need to tell people... like, just give it up. I don't believe in telling people give up something. I can say like, hey, you know what? I think it might lead you to getting hurt. But just drop it. It's never going to happen.
I was asking more about the stuff because you don't tell us anything. So she tells us the stuff about you.
Like what?
Like that you used to try to talk dirty to her and what your moves were and her and all that stuff.
We listen, Marianne and I joke around a lot. Of stuff.
Did they involve Amy?
And what were you doing yesterday? I mean, you were all over the place with this. I know Will said he was trying to get you for a pre-interview. He really...
Yeah.
I mean, you were in his hair. You did a show last night. Like, are you playing up the moment, or you just?
No, I like Gary. There was a build up to this, and we did. There was a lot of. She did like rehearsal and stuff, and there was.
It's like Clive Davis. Isn't there going? Sounds like a hit, sweetheart.
I was there for the rehearsal. It was cool. Benji was videotaping it and like asking people to come in to watch. And
she said because she felt better because she was very nervous about performance, so she wanted different people to, strangers, just to be there.
Do you think there's a chance that she might be using you for all of this?
No, I don't. I think when I initially talked to her about getting on, she was like, no, don't try to do it.
So that brings a question that was a big debate in the back office.
I think she enjoys it, especially.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Is the onus on her to cut it and say, listen, I'm not going to bang you, or is the onus on Benji to recognize that it may not happen?
She said that. So she's done her onus.
She really hasn't, though.
She didn't say no.
She's left the door ajar. So ever so slightly.
Yeah.
She really has, though, and that's the tough part.
Like a sheet of paper will fit through.
Well, that's exactly it. But a sheet of paper is enough when you feel like the way you do.
That's right when you're his size.
If she was playing you, and I'm not saying that she is, but if she was, she's playing you perfectly.
Okay. But I don't think so. I think she has a really good heart.
I think that as long if she told you there is 0% possibility you and I will ever sleep together, and then you continue to do nice stuff for her, I think okay, that's not her fault anymore. But I kind of agree with Gary. She left the door open, and in a way, it's definitely using you. And even if she's not doing it to be malicious, it's still using.
I think you guys are all cynics. I think that tends to be a lot of people are cynics. I'm not as cynical about.
You're a romantic
pussy bug.
Yeah.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, two of our favorite people were here, Ronnie Mund and J.D. Harmeyer. And Ronnie spoke about how you get permission to chain a guest because he was worried about Lou Bellera and Joey Buttafuoco possibly getting into it. So we heard some Ronnie logic, and then right after that, J.D. talked about the email he sent to Howard, which said spoiler alert, and had the spoiler in the subject. Two great minds, all for you.
Ronnie, with Lou and Joey coming in, a lot of the they got along very well, but Gary, you should describe the setup because there was a whole, reconfiguration of the studio, and one was isolated, and a lot went into it.
I'll talk about that, and then I'll talk about the conversation that Ronnie and I had yesterday, how it all led to this. But basically what went on was Howard was very fearful that there was going to be an altercation. And Ronnie and I had spoken yesterday morning. I went to Ronnie. I said, you got extra guys tomorrow, right? He goes, yeah, absolutely, because we knew something could happen. So I get a phone call from Ronnie at like 1. I guess Howard called me when I was down with Tim, and I tried to call Howard back. I couldn't get him. Ronnie called me. Howard's very nervous about what's going to go on. And then Ronnie said something about a ball and a chain, which I didn't understand, which in all fairness, Howard must have said to him. And in my mind, I'm thinking, like, handcuffs and balls and chain. Like, we can't do that.
Does Ronnie have a security or police type of voice or manner when he's talking, like when he's setting up these plans?
We were just talking. Ronnie and I talk about this, like, how you going to handle this, how you going to handle that. So Ronnie had informed me, because Howard had gone to the gym, and Ronnie said, he called me. He's worried about tomorrow. He talked about maybe handcuffing them or putting them in a ball and chain. But I called the people that work here, and it can't happen, et cetera, et cetera. So I just sort of let it go by because I knew it was an idea that came and went.
Right.
And then I said to Ronnie, we'd done this twice before. I said, why don't we put one guy in Robin's studio? That way your guys could block the door either way, him coming out or Joey going in.
And that ended up being Lou.
Right. We put Lou in there and put one guy on the couch. And so everybody liked that idea. Now, I'm trying to think who the other people. Who's the black wrestler? I think his name was Booker T. And I think somebody interviewed him and gave him a quiz, and he did not come across looking very bright, and he was fucking angry.
Yeah.
And so we put him in the booth. That's one I remember, and I think we did it one other time.
Oh, the KKK guy.
Which kid?
Yeah, Daniel Carver for the Carver roast.
That was the
To
roast.
protect him, though.
That was the roast.
Right. He was in there. But Ronnie, what was your plan, and did you leave a message like that for Howard?
No.
So what did you tell him?
No. We talked in the car, and he said that he was nervous about, he didn't want any problems. So I said, well, we're bringing extra guys in, and he goes, well, maybe we should chain them to the couch and one to the chair, or handcuff one or whatever. I said, I don't think that'll work, but I'll check into it. So I checked into it with a couple of people here that work here, security people, and it's you can't do that unless you get permission.
How many people did you check with?
Well, 2 different people.
Okay, and did you think Howard was being like dead serious? I want them chained. I want them handcuffed.
He wanted something to make sure that they wouldn't get at each other.
But that's not the issue.
Well, there wasn't an issue.
I don't think that was Howard's point. Howard's point was, did you think he was asking for you to do it without their permission?
No, how can you do it without their permission?
But you were saying we can't do it without their permission.
Right. Well, that's what.
So then we could have done it with their permission.
Yeah, you could have. Yeah.
So then why would you say to Howard we can't do it without their permission if you didn't think he was asking that?
Benji,
I actually know what he's saying. He's saying that you shouldn't have what Benji's saying is you should have called Howard back and said, we can do this.
I did say that.
But we're going to have to get their permission, and they may not give it.
I did say that. If we got them either written or them telling on camera, beforehand, like we do when we get the IDs from girls and stuff like that, that I give my permission to be handcuffed into a chair.
But did you ever assume that Howard was going to want to do it without their permission?
No.
So normally you don't bring up something like that unless you think.
Why wouldn't you bring it up?
Why would you say also like?
Why is it so? Why do you have to pick at everything?
No,
why
I think it's interesting.
What?
I'm not trying to be mean about it.
No, but I don't understand what the problem is here with you with this. What is the problem?
I swear it's not a problem. I find it interesting.
Okay, it's interesting, but I told him every scenario of it. And that's why he said I left this long message.
What was every scenario?
The scenario was either you could handcuff them with their permission, or you can't handcuff them unless they're under arrest.
See, that's where it gets funny, because I think we all know that nobody's going to handcuff them without their permission.
Well, no. You can't just have them walk in and say, hey, listen, man, we think there's going to be a problem here. We're going to handcuff you.
No, you could have them walk in and say, we think there's going to be a problem here. We were thinking about it might be funny if we handcuff you. Are you cool for that?
Yeah, right. But they weren't cool about doing that here.
How do you know? That's it. Let's get to that. Who wasn't cool about it?
The serious people.
They didn't like the idea of handcuffing people?
Then we couldn't do handcuff people at all.
If we had their permission.
Well, hold on. But you're saying 2 different things. Either the serious guys told you no.
They weren't happy with it either way, but it can be done if you have their permission. But they weren't happy about it.
Wait, so the handcuffs...
How much more can I say?
Wait, Ronnie.
They weren't happy about it here.
Okay,
so the handcuffs were out. But what about the chains?
No, the same difference, John. Chains, handcuffs, the same thing.
All right, so after you found this out, what was the next plan? Did you design the layout?
No, Gary, I spoke to Gary. Gary said, we've done this before. What if we do it this way? And I said, if there's a problem with that, call me back and we'll try and work something else out. I never heard from him again, so I assumed everything was fine. When I came in this morning, that was the plan.
When you came into the studio later, when Howard was talking about it, you told Howard he was coming all over you. Where did that come from?
Well, right, he jumped all over me saying I was talking like a cop and all. I left him a message. I did the right thing. I told him what, he likes to know what's going on. I told him what was going on.
Right, but you didn't say you're breaking my balls. You said you're coming all over me, and that seemed like an odd choice of words, I thought.
Why, John?
Why?
You can answer that question, Gary.
He's breaking my balls no matter what. If I do the right thing, it's not good. If I do the wrong thing, it's not good. What can I say?
Joe in Pennsylvania, you're on the wrap-up show.
Okay, I'll tell you where the problem is, Ronnie. If this were a trip you were planning out to California to do some Fox TV show, you'd have been a lot more tenacious. You'd have checked into a lot more sources. You'd have gotten it done. You're getting lazy. Bottom line.
Yeah, okay, fine. Whatever. Yeah, how am I lazy? We got it done.
You didn't get it done the way Howard wanted to. You said no right away.
I did not say no right away.
You're a negative guy.
I said I would check it, and you're a fucking asshole, okay? You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Be careful. You're going to break a hip.
Yeah, okay, good.
All right, thanks for chiming in there, Joe. As it turned out, it was a pretty normal conversation that Lou and Joey had, right? There was none of that.
Yeah, but you don't know what's going to happen. How do you know what's going to happen?
There was a whole weird thing that started out right from the beginning where I went out to the hallway to talk to Joey, and he goes, "Hey, Gary, thanks for not returning my phone call 2 Thanksgivings ago." And I'm like, what are you talking about? I've spoken to Joey probably 4 times in the last year and a half. I'm probably one of the few people in any business, show business or otherwise, that calls him back pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So he seemed to have some bug about me, the whole thing. So he said, "Can I bring my wife in?" And I said, "I don't think that works. Why don't you bring her into the green room, and then you'll go in, and then if Howard wants to call for in." And he said, "Okay." And then when I walked up to get him, Howard goes, "Bring them in." Joey goes, "Bring my wife in." And I said, "No, you're not, Joey." And he goes, "Yeah, that's what I'm doing." And I said, "Joey, we just talked about this 20 minutes ago." "No, we didn't." "Yeah, we did, Joey. We just talked about it." "Well, I changed my mind." I go, "I know, I changed mine as well. She can't come in." And this is, of course, while I'm walking her in. So it got to be, he was very odd today. He was in this very odd and contentious mood. And then I guess I was the brunt. I didn't hear it, but I guess I was the brunt of Gary's keeping me off the show.
Where you going, JD? Yeah. JD, where you going? Why are you writing it on paper? Why don't you speak into the microphone?
It was something that we already covered, actually.
So what?
It was a good point, though, JD made.
Well,
look, I won't say, Ronnie. I won't say.
Speak up, man.
I won't say it was JD because I didn't have this conversation with him. But some people said that when you went and said you're coming all over me, you were trying to create another catchphrase.
No, I wasn't. Oh God,
it was very odd, Ronnie.
Yeah,
it was very odd.
Yeah, okay, like your catchphrase yesterday.
No, my catchphrase yesterday.
Yeah.
Pussy fog.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
You don't hear me using pussy fog, do you?
You don't hear me using coming all over me.
Yeah,
either,
you
do
did actually.
I used it once today. That's it.
Okay. That's right.
That's
all we need is one.
All right. Don't come in and write it on paper. Speak into the microphone.
I didn't want to bring something.
That's why
up.
they call it the wrap-up show. You talk here.
Hold on. I
know you can't talk good.
I hadn't been listening, and I didn't want to bring something up that had already been discussed already. I was having respect for the show. Unlike you,
why?
Just
since when do you have respect for the show?
I have respect for everything I'm involved in.
Good.
Why did you email a spoiler alert to Howard that had the spoiler in the title?
That is amusing. I'd love to hear this explanation.
There was a mention, Arquette mentioned Howard on Jimmy Kimmel, and I forwarded the message, and I assumed he had already seen Arquette had gotten kicked off, so I just put spoiler alert: Arquette was kicked off last night.
But why would you assume it? Because you don't know that Arquette's kicked off till like 9:58, right?
Yeah, well, I assumed he woke up early enough or tried to find out or something.
Because most people would have been, spoiler alert, don't read this if you don't want to know who got kicked off Dancing with the Stars last night.
He's going to see either way. He's going to see who mentioned him on Kimmel.
No, but if you said what I just said, then he wouldn't do that.
No.
But Gary's saying, like, you would just say, spoiler alert, the results of Dancing with the Stars vote is
either way,
in
if I put spoiler alert or not, it would have been spoiled because he would have seen that
not if he
Arquette
didn't want
had
it. No, he
mentioned
wouldn't have.
him.
No, he wouldn't have. Oh, if you said spoiler alert, don't open if you don't want to know who got kicked off Dancing with the Stars. He wouldn't have opened it.
He would have to know either way.
So you were being sarcastic writing spoiler alert.
A little bit, yes.
But sometimes sarcasm gets lost in an email.
Well, sorry.
Did Howard watch? Did Howard open his email and then did it spoil it for him, or did he already know?
I think he already knew.
Yeah. So there you go.
You came all over him, man.
Hi, I'm 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄. I'm a comedian, and I'm here at Sirius to be on Howard Stern's radio show. And it seems like people really like it.
Now, yeah, it's mildly popular.
Yeah, he has some listeners, right? He's growing. He's a work in progress.
Right.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of faith.
Yeah. In
It's
Jesus.
gonna be all right. Oh, of course.
The Lord will guide more listeners toward him.
As long as you give your soul to the Lord.
Oh, it's been given.
Okay.
My soul's been with the Lord for a while.
I had figured you had that look to you.
Yeah, like I've been saved.
Amy, this is a big deal for you as a
This
comedian.
is it. This is the biggest deal there is for a comic.
We'll have fun today.
Any advice?
And just Godspeed, and may the Lord bless you and keep you.
He's always with us.
And also with you.
I should probably play 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄's appearance on the Charlie Sheen roast to get everyone all excited about her, right?
Yeah.
Because she's out in the green room, and I got a lot to get to today. I got to still play Richard and Sal's new phony phone call that involves Ronnie.
Oh, that was an old one you just played.
That was just old, yeah. 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄 is a young comedian. I think when Whitney Cummings went off to do her TV show, they had to get somebody new on Comedy Central who can be hot and be funny. So here is a... hold on, Gary. Slow down. Oh, I'm going to play Amy. I'm going to play Amy on... Do you listen to the show out there? You always see the poor guests getting heave-hoed right out of here.
I was listening.
All right. I just thought it would be weird to play her appearance while she was sitting here.
Okay.
Okay? That's how I generally work into these things. Okay. How many years I've been with
Because we go over all this before we get in.
Well, all you got to do is listen to the radio. That's why I put a speaker in your room.
Hi.
Hey, Amy. Nice to see you.
Thanks for having me.
I'm happy to have you.
Look at this.
Look at your headphones.
Hi.
Look at you. How are you? Good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Hi.
Thank you so much.
Oh, we're glad to have you here.
What is this?
That's
this
a wire.
hurts.
What hurts?
What's this thing?
Let me see. I don't know. It's a clip of
It's
some
like
sort.
a
netting.
It's like stabbing me. This is
Is it?
this is karma.
Is it hurting you? I could have it fixed.
No, I'll just like I'll awkwardly sit like this. I'll hold it out like this.
Hey, Gary, the headphone wire is frayed and it's sticking into Amy's neck.
My precious angelic
Neck.
You'll come out of here all marked and scarred.
Be like, what happened? I'm like, oh,
What
it's
is
not
that?
Howard.
I don't know.
What happened?
I don't know.
Looks like someone had beaver teeth and gnawed through it.
A jackass fan came in here.
Yeah, right.
This is their attempt.
Switch to number 2.
Okay, whatever you want to do.
Ooh, thank you.
Look at this. All right, here, I'll switch your microphones. I mean, headphones, microphones. It's both. Watch Gary at work.
Oh my God! Look at this. Thank
That's
you.
better. Okay.
Miracle worker. I
Good?
feel wonderful. Yeah, I feel good.
Amy, so whenever I have a comedian in here and they do one of those roasts, I love to ask them about how awkward it is, because when you sit there,
It's dangerous. You got Mike Tyson you're goofing on.
Yeah, and he was like so gentle, but you do have the feeling like, oh, you could murder me right now.
I watched that roast and I thought, I don't think Mike Tyson understands, like, he should just quiet down. Like, he was actually arguing with you.
Like, are we going to take this? Like, he's like starting a riot.
I think some people don't ever watch a roast before
Right.
they do it. And so he thought it was like an urban, like, comedy situation where it was, like, good to participate. But it was like, no. He kept talking to me. That's why I had to.
Did anyone calm him down during the commercials and explain, Mike, this is something where you just kind of take it?
Don King was there.
Yeah.
No, nobody. He was.
No, Don
everyone
King's
was
there to explain it to him.
Yeah, everyone was so worried. I think he was like the wild card that they were
Right.
like he could really blow it, but he did a great job. He did. I think even better than it seemed like he did.
You got criticized at the roast because you did a joke about Steve.
Steve-O,
Steve-O
right.
was the guy who died, but I didn't think it was that offensive of a joke. It wasn't
No.
about that guy. It was more about Steve.
It was about Steve. Yeah, no, I really like the Jackass guys in those movies. I totally just thought of it as another roast joke. That wasn't like.
Was he angry with you afterward?
Well, Comedy Central chose to cut to him looking like he was about to start sobbing.
Right.
So people were like, "Oh my God! Like, why did you ruin Steve-O's life?" But I didn't think that would be like the joke heard around the world. I didn't talk to him after because he was at the hospital because his nose was broken.
Because of this thing he did on the road?
Because Tyson, yeah, he kept running into Tyson's fist.
And he broke his nose.
Yeah, that was the goal.
That is insane.
Yeah, it wasn't fun to watch. I left the stage. I was like, that's not.
And you know what?
Need that.
They barely spent any time on it. Was like all for nothing because Steve just ran into Mike Tyson's fist and he broke his own nose.
Yeah, if you watched at the very end, William Shatner's watching and he goes, he says something like, Steve, oh my God. Like, it was just, it was not a fun display. I didn't like
I feel
seeing
bad
that
for
live.
Steve-O because he's not, I know he wants to be a comedian and
Yeah,
stuff.
he's doing stand-up.
But he always then relies on the stunt that's going to eventually get him killed.
There is a sadness to that, but
Yeah.
people love him. Like
Yes.
he has I found out the hard way. They have majorly hardcore fans.
I love Steve. I've had him on the show many times,
great.
but I
He's
always
great.
think he's going to kill himself. Like he'll all of a sudden light himself on fire, and I
Yeah.
go, one time this is going to go horribly wrong.
He's a liability.
That's the fear because he feels he has to deliver that.
I know. And it was like, he so is going in the stand-up direction, but anything like that, there's a sadness to it.
Now, I hadn't heard your roast in a while, and then I realized you were making some funny jokes about Patrice O'Neal's diabetes.
Yeah.
He's a comedian. I've had him on the show.
Yeah, I love him.
But he had like a stroke over the
He
weekend.
did. He had a
Oh,
stroke.
did he?
Yeah, I saw that.
didn't even hear that.
I saw that on Twitter that he had. Is it a severe thing where
I
he?
think so.
Oh.
Like there's only been I work at the Comedy Cellar a lot,
Right.
and there's only been some sprinklings of what happened, but yeah, it's
What's
really.
the sprinkle? I mean, what do you hear?
He's not seeing anyone. Like nobody's allowed to go see him, but he, God, I don't know. I'm gonna start crying. He was like passed out. Like I think maybe he can blink but he can't move. He can't talk. But this is like third-hand
information.
Yeah. So yeah. But if anybody wants to email love for Patrice
Very
at Gmail,
funny guy.
set up.
Incredibly funny, yeah.
Oh, he's one of the best comedians working. I think people who don't know much about the roast think that there's any sort of venom there, but it's like, it's more, you get to go after the comedians the hardest.
Right.
It's called Love for Patrice
At Gmail.
at Gmail, and you can
gmail.com.
write him.
Just write, yeah, you can just.
Is he going to live? You don't
I don't know.
I just thought all comedians know the health of every other comedian.
No,
Well,
I mean
usually
he's a
it
friend.
seems
Like
they're a small
Right.
community.
Well, yeah, especially the New York comics. It is kind of a tight knit thing,
Yeah.
but it's that there aren't really answers yet. It's not that I haven't gotten word. There's no real answers yet.
So did it ruin the foot joke? I mean, the fact that Patrice is
No, I
now-
still think that's like a sweet, sweet joke. That
Right.
joke was gold.
Yeah.
But no, he loved it. He was, and he's been in here. He's the most vicious. He can just slaughter you.
Oh my God! Funny story. I thought he was terrific. I
Yeah.
heard some comedy tape of him.
Amazing.
So I invited him on the show. He came on a couple of times, I think. I think I have this right. I'm not sure I even remember. So at one point I said to Gary, "Gee, we haven't seen Patrice O'Neill in a while." He said, "Oh, he's not doing the show anymore. He's mad at you." I said, "What did I do? I don't even know him that well."
You had a falling out. You didn't
Yeah,
know
we had a
about
falling out, and he said you were on the air one time. You couldn't think of his name, and you said to Robin, he's a heavy set or a fat black guy. I
Yeah.
can't think of his name, the comedian we have on. So Robin said, "Oh, Patrice O'Neill," and he got angry with me that I didn't remember his name.
Oh,
Really?
Because he still talks to me. I saw him outside.
Did you?
Not too long ago, and I said, "Hey, Patrice," and he was like, "Hey, Robin, how you doing?"
Really? Oh, well.
But
yeah.
I hadn't seen him in here, and I did wonder why we hadn't had him in.
He's sensitive. He's a sensitive man. He
so I was
he holds a grudge.
I said to Gary, I said, "Oh, that's such a shame." I said, I
he
don't
was
know
always
him.
funny.
Yeah, he's great.
His name was not on the tip of my tongue that day, but I was trying to describe to Robin who I was talking about.
Yeah.
But anyway,
He should understand that sometimes I have to remind Howard of my name.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right.
yeah, who are you?
You were great on the roast, Robin.
Oh, thank you.
Did you have fun doing that?
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, right?
A lot of fun.
But it's tough. It's like all your worst nightmares as a child in school coming true.
Was that the first roast you ever did for Comedy Central?
Yeah, I found out 2 weeks before that I was doing it.
So are you the hot girl who now gets the Whitney?
Are you going to
Thank
take
you.
the Whitney slot?
Do you get the
I'll
Whitney?
take that slot for sure.
You'll
I'll
take
take
Whitney's
Lampanelli's slot. I'll take whoever's. Yeah, I bet
And-
she has a nice slot.
So would you say that your career is struggling? Like it's a tough career because now
Are you making it? What is going on?
I'm here.
Where are we at? You're
I'm
here.
here.
Now
This
you were
looks
on
like Vegas.
You were. It does, doesn't it? It's a really
Yeah.
tacky set. You were, but don't say that because the guys are very proud of it.
No, it looks
It's brand new.
amazing. This is a dream come true.
I always say to any of the comedians, were there jokes that you were going to do at the Charlie Sheen roast that got cut?
Yes.
There were.
There were.
Would
There
you
were-
share those with us?
Yes, I will. I'll share
Okay.
some. Let's see. And I don't remember why these were cut. Some of them, like Harvey Levin, backed out at the last second. He was supposed to do it.
TMZ guy.
TMZ guy.
Okay.
Yeah. And did you know he's gay?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't
We've
know
had
that
him
until I
on.
was. Oh, okay.
Okay.
He just talked about cock nonstop, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, wait a minute.
It dawned on me.
the whole time.
It actually dawned on me that he was gay when he talked about cock for 20
Is that
minutes.
what led you to believe that?
That's right.
I said, Harvey, you are one tiny little queer. The only box you'll ever come close to are the three you stand on to see over the cubicles. Said, you've done more fudge packing than a Keebler elf who loves anal. I said, Harvey, you bottom-feeding, despicable Jew. And I can say that
'Cause you're
because
Jewish.
I'm honest.
Right.
You make your entire race go from saying never again to, well, just this once.
You should have been there.
I know. He backed out. I was so bummed.
That would
I
have
was
been
going to
so
go
good.
after him.
Yeah. Now, do you write these yourself?
Yeah.
Wow, that's hard, huh?
It is.
What is the process of coming up with roast jokes? What is the inspiration? Like, what do? You just sit? Do you sit yourself down in a room
Yeah.
and go, I am going to think about Harvey Levin. About
What's the meanest, worst thing? What do I think his deepest insecurity is?
Right.
Or just like my fat jokes about Shatner. I had originally written those for John Lovitz, but Lovitz looked pretty good, so I was like, I just kind of
Switch 'em.
transferred them to Shatner. And then I found out while we were sitting there that he's like in his 80s.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I'm calling this 80-year-old guy fat.
But made
like,
it even
give him a
funnier.
break. But he was a good sport.
Right,
yeah.
right.
But they cut
Do
out
you
my
feel-
Jeff Ross ones.
Do you feel bad about making fun of people at all? Does it get?
If I thought I really hurt someone's feelings, I would feel like shit.
Do you come up with really mean jokes that are so bad that you go, I cannot say this on a roast?
Yeah.
But that's the process. You've got to let everything fly.
Yeah.
And then you kind of
Yeah,
tone it
which
down.
is weird because that joke, that Steve-O joke, I did not think that was going to be anything. You know, I didn't go into this roast like, I don't care who I heard. I want to see my name in lights. I just wanted to do a good job and write jokes that I was proud of.
The other one I thought that was really woo was the, those two women whose lives
Your
you
daughters?
ruined, your daughter.
Yeah,
that was good.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was a real good one.
I thought that was one that would have gotten more flack. But
How
you
long
never
does
know.
it take you? Like you get basically like 2 or 3 minutes on those roasts.
Yeah.
How long does it take you to come up with your roast material, your A game for a roast?
Well, it's 6 minutes. We each get
Okay.
like between 6 and 8 minutes, except Jeff Ross gets like an hour.
Right, because he's so good at it.
Yeah, he's the best.
Right.
He's the best. Well, Geraldo was the best.
Yeah.
Greg Giraldo was great.
Oh God. Yeah. So I think I found out that I might maybe do it like a month before. So I just started writing, and going around trying my set out. When I found out I was definitely doing it 2 weeks before, I went to every club and tried out the jokes.
Every joke, right.
And Charlie Sheen is pretty easy. I mean,
that's a lot to work with, and you don't feel bad doing it because his life is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, there's like not that much sadness to him, and I was glad he had us all over at his house the night before.
Oh, really?
At his manager's house, and he was just so cool. He just, I think, wanted to look us in the eye and make sure we weren't like, we're gonna get you.
That's kind of weird. I had no idea.
Yeah, I didn't know
like,
that.
What a preemptive strike.
It was, well, I thought it was a great idea. It just, because
But does that make you eliminate some of the jokes that the fact that you were at his
Yeah,
home?
when Lovitz wasn't really fat, I eliminated those jokes.
No, but I mean, did it make you eliminate any of your Charlie Sheen material because you were meeting him?
Oh, no, not at all.
I would think maybe that would ruin it ahead of time. If I was Comedy Central, I'd be like, no one's getting together the night before.
No, they liked it. I think they're going to make it a tradition.
I see.
Because it's like, the way I felt about it was like, we're all kind of we're all doing this show together. We're all making this show together.
What do you mean they decided to call you like a month in advance and say maybe you'll be on?
Well, they shoot for the stars. Like, I think they put out offers like Johnny Depp. You know, they hope someone's going through a bad phase. Like they'll just catch someone having a meltdown.
But is Johnny Depp really the right guy to have to one of those roles? You got to be really
He's
professional.
hilarious. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
Johnny Depp, I mean, would be a disaster. Although people are excited to see Johnny Depp,
People
the movie
love
star.
famous people.
Yeah, but I mean, you need a couple of views.
I think you need comedian, like comics, do the best on there, no question. They
That's right.
sweeten everybody else's set after the fact, but the comics I think always do the best.
Yeah.
But yeah, my favorite part of the whole process was running around getting ready.
So what did they cut of you? What did you say about Jeffrey Ross that they cut out?
Oh, they cut out all my Jeff Ross jokes.
Really?
I like to intro to him. I was like, Jeff Ross is gross. I was like, but I mean, I could see a girl hooking up with you, Jeff. I would sit on your face just so I wouldn't have to look at it.
That's good. Why did they cut that?
I don't know. I think just for time. They like to see the stars. Like, I
Right.
mean, and he's a star, but he's not
Right.
Sheen. Kate Walsh she's had such a full life, but no one to share it with. She really proves that no amount of money in the world can fill the hole that her uncle used to. They said no.
Oh.
They're like, no. I'm like, okay.
I don't know. I would have liked her.
Right?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
She was cool. She's so cool. She
Does
would have been fine with it.
Does it kill you inside when you've crafted these jokes, you went to comedy clubs, and then they go, ooh,
And they stay on that piece of paper.
You mean in the audience or Comedy Central?
Does it kill you that like you spent all this time working on a joke and then suddenly Comedy Central says at the last minute, ooh, no one's ever going to hear it?
Yeah, it
does,
hurts.
right?
It's like a loss. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
because
sucks.
I mean, you can't wait almost to deliver that joke.
Yeah, there's so many changes last minute that I was like, oh, it's going to be like this. Like, I was supposed to go up earlier, and then they're like, you're going almost at the end. So it's all these things, and you're just like, oh, and they don't care about, they care about the celebrities. I didn't even get, like, my makeup touched up. Nobody told me the red carpet had started. I was like, anyone want my picture? And they were like, no, thanks. No one knows you.
Do you have these jokes memorized in a sense because you've worked so long on them?
Well, I only worked for 2 weeks on them, really. So a little bit, like I'd said them a bunch, but they're not on the tip of my tongue like my act would be.
Is it your biggest fear that you'll craft a joke for the roast and then you're delivering it and then you stumble like over a word, and then all of a sudden, like Sarah Silverman told me that's her biggest fear.
My biggest fear is rape.
Rape. Next to
but
rape.
Then, right after rape, a close second is no, not at all. I don't know. I don't think so.
Would your biggest fear be getting raped at the roast?
Yeah, getting raped on TV.
And stumbling over your line.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, my God.
Speaking of rape.
Yeah.
So the one taboo thing they said to you, you can go do the Charlie Sheen roast, do whatever you want. But Mike Tyson, you can't mention
talk about the rapings.
You can't talk about rapings.
Yeah, but we like sort of skirted around that because once they realized, because it wasn't the network that said no rape, it was like I think Tyson's wife, or they were like, "Hey, can we just sweep that rape under the rug?" Yeah, and we were all like, "Yeah, of course, we wouldn't bring that up." But one of my jokes, I just said. When you speak, you sound like a girl crying. Do you give yourself an erection? But he was like,
he didn't even understand that.
Yeah, it was that felt bad. That felt like like making fun of someone who was just like, what?
Why
but
didn't you say?
The whole time he was saying, "Hey, are we going to take this?" I was like, "Oh, that brings up the rape to me."
I know. He's like, "When should I start raping this girl?" Shatner's like, "I don't know."
Why didn't you say to Mike Tyson, "I know you said no to the rape jokes, but since when does no mean no?"
No means yes, Mike.
Yeah,
yeah.
you know that.
I wrote some good rape stuff that I had to cut. Losing the rape hurt. That really hurt.
That was a good minute.
That was a rape.
Yeah, you got raped by the rape joke.
Yeah.
So when you do these Comedy Central roasts, that brings you, like, I had never really heard of you, and you were on Last Comic Standing, and you came in 4th place.
Yeah.
And yet I never watched that show.
No, me neither.
Yeah, I didn't care about. I can't even believe is it still on the air?
I don't know.
You don't even know.
I'd never seen it before I did it.
They don't. I don't think it was on this
it has
summer.
launched. No one.
Right. You know how American Idol had Kelly Clarkson? There is no one that got famous off that show?
No, not at all. Which was a great thing. I'd been doing stand-up 3 years. I was like, who's from out of town? Like doing soft shoe, and luckily no one saw it. So I got to then, for a year after Last Comic, I went around and I headlined because, enough people watched it that you're a draw on the road. I really just got away with it. I'm surprised no one got their money back. And then I went back to opening for Attell and Norton and featuring and going on the road, and now I'm a headliner again.
Yeah, right. Did you always feel that you wanted to be a stand-up comic? Was this something like was a burning desire?
No, I'm looking to get out. I'm thinking about going to dental school.
You want that sitcom?
I don't know if I want that. I want to do work I'm proud of, like everybody, Right. But I love stand-up.
Where'd you grow up?
Rockville Center.
Oh,
yeah,
I know. A horrible place.
It is a horrible place.
I hated it.
I did not fit
A lot of funny people come out of Rockville Center.
That's true. Attell's from there also.
I always tell Robin, I thought it was very anti-Semitic. They have the archdiocese there.
Yes. They called me, instead of Amy Schumer, they called me Amy Jumer.
Oh, wow.
I'm serious. And one day, it was like this summer day, and I was walking past this bodega, and that's a deli for.
We don't know.
I did Rosetta Stone, and these kids they're like start throwing pennies at me, and I didn't even know that was like I was confused because they looked really mad, but I was like, this is awesome,
Hey, free money.
Like well seen in Goonies.
Hey, they like me. They really like me.
Yeah, no, I dealt with total anti-Semitism in Rockville Center. They have that golf club and beach clubs where they're like, I'd have to change my last name. So they didn't know I was Jewish. It's like the real deal.
So how do you end up in stand-up comedy if you didn't fantasize about it?
I was a problem child. Teacher's worst nightmare and class clown were like my little awards.
Oh, really? Were you really a bad kid?
Yeah, I had Saturday detention every single week.
Really?
Yeah, like Breakfast Club, Saturday
What would you
detention.
do in school that was so bad?
I was a huge wise ass. I would say the funniest thing I could think of. Like I just liked making myself laugh and making people uncomfortable.
Right.
I would always and I never saw the teachers as like these untouchable authorities,
Wow.
I'd be like, listen, Gil, I'm really bloated today. You know, I just never.
can't be in your gym class.
Yeah, I was like, I know that you go home and you black out and you call hookers. Like, do I have to pretend because you're wearing a suit that I should respect? I just couldn't.
Wow. So you were disrespectful. Did you go to college? Did
Yeah.
You, oh, you did.
Yeah, no, I wasn't disrespectful to the teachers that like treated you like a human being.
Right.
But you know, the people who like just have personality disorders who take it out on kids. I like justice. You know.
Are men really intimidated by you because
That's
you're?
what I tell myself.
No, seriously. Are they? Do you have a boyfriend?
No, I'm
You
single.
don't. You
Yeah.
broke up recently?
Yep.
Were you dating the guy who was on the roast
Yeah.
with you?
Yeah, we were together for 2 years.
Which guy? Oh, that guy?
Anthony, yeah. He's great.
The guy
It
whose
wasn't
name you
bad.
didn't know.
Yeah,
Right.
like Vandersloot. Well, he has a rapey quality about him. I think that's why I was attracted to him. I always like guys that look like they could play.
Is it weird to
rapists
date
and Law and
another?
Order.
Is it weird to date another comedian?
It
is he
wasn't weird.
competitive?
We were never competitive. Luckily, we were both doing pretty well.
Right.
But
Who's
I
the
mean,
better comedian, you or him?
oh, me.
Right.
Come on, let's be
Clearly.
honest.
You're not going to date somebody better than you.
No. He's a great comic. He
Yeah.
really is. Yeah, I would love to be like, he's never gonna make it, but I think he's gonna.
So why'd you break up with him? Seemed like a happy couple, right?
We were good. It was just, we wanted way different things. I would have loved for us to have stayed together.
What'd you want? Marriage and everything?
No. No.
What different things do you want?
I already have a ring. The Nuva ring. What was it? It was just, we're both on the road so much, and I was like down to try and make it work, and he like wasn't able to give as much as I needed, I guess.
Like what did you need?
A text message once in a while.
Like once a week at least?
Yeah.
Acknowledge me when you're not here.
Well, yeah, no. By the end, it was like I'd be like, can we text me after shows because we're both alone in hotel rooms and miserable. And it was like a parody of a guy like on a sitcom. Like, he was like, "You're suffocating me," and I was like, "What? Am I a waitress you banged in Fresno?"
Hey, don't I know you?
Yeah. So like he's
He
young.
wasn't for that.
No, but I'm excited. I'm
How old are
excited to
you?
be single. 30,
30, and how old's he?
33,
Yeah,
32.
do you think he was banging other chicks on the side, maybe?
Not that I know of.
Right.
I don't think so. Like but
when a
I've
guy
seen
doesn't-
girls like girls want him. They throw them in front of me.
But when a guy doesn't text you, like he's on the
You
road,
think
you're
he's
on the road,
busy.
and he doesn't text you for like 2 days.
Right.
I mean,
I wasn't even worried about that.
Wow.
Seriously, that's not why because it doesn't matter. I was like I wasn't like, go cheat on me. I wasn't like, demi moi. I was like, I hope you don't cheat on me. If you do, I hope I never know about it. And don't like catch any new disease.
Right. Be
Let's just
safe.
keep the ones we have already.
Right.
Let's harness those. But yeah, I don't think so. He's not. I thought he would be the type to be like that, but he like gets too drunk. I think that's what it is. I'm like, no, he won't be able to do anything anyway.
I mean,
but
you
I wasn't
clearly-
worried about that. I just wanted a friend, like my best friend, to be like, the MC sucks, and just talk.
You clearly are a funny person. Did
Thanks.
it kill you inside when you don't win America's funniest comedian?
No, I couldn't believe I was on there. I mean, 3 years, under 3 years I've been doing it, and the other guys had all been doing it 15, 20 years, and I'm just like every step of the way. Just my like sort of reality character on that show was bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Who won that year?
John Reap.
Hey, John Rape?
John Rape. John Sodomy?
John
know
Rape.
him?
Who is this? John who?
Yeah,
John
he's like kind of a
Rape.
blue-collar kind of guy.
I see.
Yeah.
So he won, and you didn't feel, I'm not a funny person, I'm giving up the business.
No, I got fourth. I was like, oh my God, this is it. I broke up with my boyfriend at the time. I was like, I'm going on the road.
What were you doing before?
Sorting mail and bartending.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you, so now you're single. How long have you been single?
3 weeks.
You date anyone yet?
No.
Have you fucked anyone new?
No. We broke up one time about a year and a half ago, and I was like, all right, like let's see,
It's
maybe
on.
I'm still like I was in college. Somebody needs this.
Right.
And I went out and I was like, and I met a guy.
Where'd you meet him? At a bar?
At a bar.
Right.
I met a guy, and I didn't like. I just thought he was really hot. I was wasted. That night, I was like, oh my god, he looks like the Twilight guy, like Robert Pattinson.
Oh,
you know,
it's a handsome guy.
In the morning, I'm like, you look like fucking Governor Patterson. Like he's not cute in the morning. And I'd never dealt with an uncircumcised penis before.
Oh, he was uncircumcised.
He was uncircumcised. And
what was he, European?
He was French.
Ah,
I didn't even
French.
know he was French. I thought we were both just like faking the accent, you know. But like, I really realized like that men don't warn you; they just like roll it out, you know.
Yeah.
And so I had to become an award-winning actress. So I'm like, oh no, that's totally cool. I'm like, Mom, can you come pick me up?
I got into something here.
Because men don't ever like tell you what you're about to deal with.
You
know?
never saw an uncircumcised penis in your. I don't
No.
think I've ever seen one, except for Sal. Who whips
I've
it
never
out
even
every
seen
minute.
them in porn. Like I was like, what is that? Are we having a pillow fight? Like why is the gnome
Something's
from
wrong with
Travelocity
you.
in your underpants?
Yeah.
Like
Was it
I was
gross?
thrown.
Did it smell or something?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
It did.
It was gross.
So did you blow him?
No.
No. So what did you like start giving him a hand job kind of thing?
I tried, but it was like an ice cream cone had melted in my hand. I felt like a magician with the scarves, just pulling. I was just like, get me out of here, you know?
Right.
But he was like, the French guys are different. Like he didn't expect anything. He like couldn't believe that this was happening, and he was really sensual, and he started to pick me up. You know, like when we're kissing, and then I think he realized that he was in over his head. I kind of got planted back down. I'm like trying to feel sexy, and he's like winded from trying to hoist me. But we were like, he gave up like immediately because he's French.
Right.
And
we know how they are.
You know how that goes.
Right.
But I left in the middle. I really did. Yeah, but it wasn't because of like I was like, all right, like it's your penis is making me ill, the thought of it. But like this little gnome, but it was.
Was it a big penis?
It was fine. It was totally acceptable.
And so you pulled back and you saw like there was a whole different vibe
I
to
threw
it.
the skin over my shoulder,
Right.
like a team player.
And so then he put it inside of you.
He put on a condom. He put it inside me, and then we had to stop after like a second.
Why?
Because something was wrong with the condom, and he was fixing it, and I was looking at him, and he was like, "Well, don't look at me." But he was like, "Well, don't," and I was like, "Ew," and I was like, "You know what? I'm sad all of a sudden. I miss my boyfriend. I'm gonna leave," which you can do as a girl.
Yeah.
Like if a guy's like, "You know what?" You're like,
I mean, that's so. Do you ever feel as a girl like sometimes you have to say to the guy, "Okay, he was in me already. I should let him finish. So let him fuck me a little bit longer." I mean, we went this far.
I felt no responsibility to.
Good for you.
For this guy to achieve orgasm.
You're very healthy.
When I was younger, I had a guy. I met a guy in Montana when I was like 19, and I was like, oh, he was so hot there. He was like a mountain climber. Montana. He
Muscular.
came and visited me in New York. Doesn't translate.
It's like when you get that moo when you go to Hawaii.
Yeah,
you
you're
can't
like,
wear it when you
cannot
go home.
rock it when you're back at home. Yeah, so I learned that the hard way, but I was like 19 and he flew all the way here, so I got myself drunk enough to sleep with him.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he flew so far. But now I'm older. I'm like, you can always get out of fucking someone.
What is
unless
it that
it's Tyson.
What is it that it doesn't work? I mean, it's kind of like yeah, he's out of his environment.
Yeah.
He's hot there. He doesn't fit in with my friends. That kind of thing.
Well, it was more than that. He was like pointing out gay people.
Oh, I see.
And he was
hey, there's a gay.
Oh, this is really New York.
Yeah. You know, when you're in the mountains and all you're seeing is the sky, and he was like in a Dave Matthews cover band. I was 19, okay? I'm 19 years old. And but in retrospect, like he was such a dirtbag. Like he just wanted to.
Hey, wait a second. Here's the French guy who fucked you. We just found him.
Oh my God.
Oh, he's on the
I would be
What was
so
it like when you were?
terrified.
What were you like? Did you enjoy having sex with Amy?
Oh my God.
It would have been nice to have a little sex with her.
You were having sex with her.
I was trying to have sex with her.
Yeah, so what?
sounding like
feeling my
Borat.
foreskin over her shoulder.
This is not sounding French.
Condom.
Oh, I don't know. The condom was grossed out too.
Was your foreskin?
Pretend it was upholstery.
Use your imagination. You're a comedian.
Oh my God, flawless French accent.
Thank you. That's
Wow.
I trained him myself.
You're a dialect coach. I
That's
had
right.
no idea.
So you were a bad kid
Yeah.
who got in trouble at school. And then you make the switch to become a comedian somehow.
Yeah.
First time you get on stage, a disaster, I imagine. Where do you go to become a comedian?
I went to Gotham Comedy Club.
Yeah.
It used to be on a different street. It was like small, and I just walked by. I'd done theater, like I majored in theater,
Right.
so I didn't have to get over stage fright. But I
Where'd you go to college?
Towson University.
Where the hell is that?
Baltimore.
Maryland.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Maryland. Yeah. I
Acting center of the world.
Oh God!
Yes.
Everybody
that
comes
school
out of
has
Towson.
churned out every
I think
great
Meryl
artist.
Streep, Jack Nicholson,
Right.
Marlon Brando.
I think
Talk about
Brando.
it.
He
They
would
don't
come back
talk about it,
have
but
a
they
couple
all
master
went there.
classes. Yeah.
So you went there.
Charles Dutton, guys. Anybody?
Oh, boy.
Rock.
And then you got up on stage.
Yeah, I tried it
And you killed, I bet, the first time.
the first time. Yeah.
Did you have material when you got up on stage?
I walked past Gotham and it said if you bring 4 people you can get on stage. So I called, I'm from not far away, so I called people. They came in, and I wrote horrible jokes and delivered them like I was Seinfeld.
Yeah. What was the first joke that you ever told? Do you know?
Yes.
What is it?
Oh God, it was about when you're on the bus in the city. They have these things that go across town, you guys, that carry people, buses. You'll never have to worry about it. But
yeah, I heard
when you're on the bus, if you feel it like deflate, the tire deflate, it means like a person's getting on that's all jacked up. And it's like some woman like who comes on and her like there's like things living in her legs. I talked about that, and I talked about skywriting and how skywriting annoyed me because it always faded. And I had like a little arc to the set because I was like, so this summer if you're gonna propose to somebody, guys, it was like it was horrible.
Was your delivery all wrong? Was it just like
I had like some sense of timing, but
Right.
I have a tape of it, and it's the most. I would rather watch my parents have sex than watch myself do that again.
Did your family say to you, listen, you're destroying your life. This is ridiculous.
No.
You don't know what you're doing.
My mom was like, when are you headlining the Apollo? You
Wow.
are. She inflated my sense of self my whole life. Like I thought I was a model. Like I walk.
Right.
Then you get old enough, the kids start getting